Hello and thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce, and welcome to Positive Power 21 Network, where you get your positive on. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Positive Power 21.org, Internet Radio.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us at positivepower21.org and the Jerry Royce Show. I'm the voice of Jerry Royce, and when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. I want to thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Tonight, we're supposed to have on our show Mr. Vincent Alexandra, but he didn't dial in yet, so we're going to give the brother a little bit more time. I had gotten a tweet from him, I think, last week, said he was good to go, but my producer said they never got a confirmation, so just in case our wires got crossed, we're going to still go along with the show because we have a lot to talk about in the publishing world. And first, before we start our podcast, I want to thank everybody who's been coming out joining us at Spreaker.com, user Positive Power 21. That's right. You can follow us on Spreaker.com. They have some wonderful podcasters out there, too. If you want to join up, it's free. You can follow any one of they have Christian music, gospel music, DJs, house music, European music, UK, you name it. You can find it out there on Spreaker. There's some very good talk show hosts. So I spend a lot of time listening to a lot of pastors out there. So if you need some spirituality, there are a lot of different folks out there. I mean, it's really deep. So check them out at Spreaker.com. And again, that's Spreaker.com /user /positive power 21. That'll help us be able to qualify for iHeart.com for XM satellite radio play. All right. Appreciate the downloads of our past guests. And we want to thank our sponsors, people who've been coming on our shows and looking out for Positive Power. They've been tweeting and, just informing everybody about, we're the go-to station. And we appreciate, we've been putting some hard work in here. And my producers have been, working hard, sending emails out, trying to confirm. We're starting to do 2 shows a night, probably starting in May. Probably next week, I believe. No, tomorrow. We start tomorrow doing 2 shows tonight, 30 minutes of programming. So, if you're a follower, you'll get those messages in your inbox, and they'll let you know to tune in. If you found us on Facebook, we've been promoting the people's shows heavy. Also, come out to positivepower21.org. You can purchase books from us, right from Amazon. Appreciate your support there. Help pay some of these bills we have because they do be piling up. It takes money to run, a studio like this and have good help, because you got to pay your lawyers, you got to pay your accountant, your corporate tax accountant, part-time help, because it takes more than one person to run an operation like this. I thought it was going to be easy, but it's not. So I'm just a talent now. All right, so let's thank our Baltimorean friend CeCe Solomon. Her book is called The Mission. And also we have Rhonda M. Lawson. Her book is Twilight. She's out there in Belgium on the base doing it up. And just remember, y'all, this is not Twilight about vampires. It's about a young teenage girl. Very interesting story, so check it out. Purchase it for your godchild, your daughter, your granddaughter. I'm sure they appreciate it. Any teenage girl would love this novel. We got Lisa Watson. We had her on the show last week, and she was telling us a lot about her characters in her book, her romance novels, The Match Broker. She got a character who's matching up her friends for a living. And she's supposed to be really good at it. So that's supposed to be a really good one. And that runs in a series. So check out Lisa Watson. Just moving her book on our site as well. So go ahead and cop that real quick. And we want to give We want to thank our one of our big-time sponsors, Career Image Solutions. I keep forgetting to get their website address from the producers, but anyway, you can Google them. Image. They do resumes writing. So you got the resume guy and his friend, Bianca, his partner. She's payroll, benefits, staffing, legal services with Legal Shield and HR, anything you need to help grow your business. They can help you out with that. Okay? And I'll make sure I get that information for you guys soon. We've been working on so many things here in the studio. We had to rearrange my studio. We got the mixer off to the left now. We got dual monitors rocking. We got a second machine. We got the boards up. Everything looking good, nice and clean. I got a clean work area for a change. So now we can start doing our Jerry TV segments here again. We are looking to build a new studio so we can start shooting. You need higher ceilings with a lot of light nowadays, but we're looking to do that so we can start talking about these authors that we have on our show, because we're going to do a small segment of all the authors that appear on our show weekly on Jerry TV, and that'd be running on YouTube and probably some of the other social media that's out there too. So look for us on Instagram, running those 25-second clips for those trailers. All right, we want to thank our good friend from Legacy Publishing, Michael McGrew. His old company is called Authors Rock. He sells T-shirts, and he's sponsoring a mentoring program out there in California. He's rocking a couple books, My Kind of Girl. He has Taking Losses, and I think his last release was Room 111. Here's a nice trailer. So if you check out our author's video blog page, you'll see his video. It's really nice. So you can Google that also, called Room 111. Very good trailer. Best I've seen. And the next book that he's releasing is called Designer Relationship. Now, he said he's taking a different turn with what he's writing, but I'm not sure if he released that yet. But check out his website, and you can Google Michael McGrew. He's all over the place. And we're moving his book also through Amazon. So we're powered by Amazon and eBay. Okay? Also, we had a wonderful guest last week. This young lady, she's been rocking her own publishing company since she was 21. Now, 6 years later, she's going strong. She has a number of other authors in her camp, and I actually saw a familiar name. I think it was Pamela Samuel Young. I think I did an interview with her back in 2008, 2009, and she has a lot of books out. And I think she's actually a lawyer for a living. All right? And that's all under the publishing house Delphine Publications. And she has a book club called AAM Book Club, so check that out if you're avid reader. All right? And yesterday we was going to have two sisters on the show, but they over in the Caribbean right now chilling. I guess they must got a second home over there. And that was Cassandra Black and her sister Yawanda Black. They couldn't get the telephone system straight, and they were in Jamaica, and I didn't have a local number for them to dial. Of all the places, why don't I have a number for Jamaica? That's what I'm asking the producers. All right. And again, don't forget about Rhonda M. Lawson, her book Twilight, about a teenage girl. And our gold sponsors, for the Power 21 gold sponsors, we have FastTechSolutions.com. If you're having some issues with your computer system, or you want to upgrade your system, where he build you a custom infrastructure so you won't have any problems. And he was one of the guys that came in here and helped us build our network a couple years ago when I was rocking our Rock Talk Radio. No, he wasn't that early on. He came in to help us with our network. We was running our publishing company, so he got our office network running. Okay, he did some good work because it was all messed up. All right, and he told me that he can run your system remotely if you have any problems. So give him a call no matter where you are in the good old USA. And also don't forget about a finely dressed man. On eBay, he's rocking some big-time designers. If you guys like Pierre Cardin and Calvin Klein, and suits being worn by Will Smith, because he sold a suit that was owned by Will Smith for over $1,000. All right, and he's carrying Nautica and Brooks Brothers and Joseph Banks, all the big time designers, shoes, you name it. Don't forget about our good friend Darlene Rucker Williams. She has a business called ZukiPetGifts.com, and if you have a friend who has lost a dear pet, a dear friend, you know, pets are really close to families these days. It's a big loss when they lose them. Think about ZukiPetGifts.com. They make custom gift baskets, not just for pets, but she makes them for any occasion, right? You know, if you're in the NFL, baseball, you name it. And you can get a hold of her at ZukiPetGifts.com. Okay? All right. So let's see. What else we got going on the board? Oh, okay. And don't forget again, check out our pages, not our pages, but yeah, our pages. Check out the Emporium, where we selling all kinds of items that you can use for your home. We carrying Mr. Austin Camacho at Intrigue Publishing. We selling his books. Check us out at Cafe 21. If you want to get a quick search in, you can find things a lot quicker right there. So check us out. All right. Keep the money moving. All right. Also, this is what we want to talk about pretty much today, about what's going on. I forgot to talk about my good friend. Oh, how did I forget about her? I forgot about Tamika Newhouse. Did I talk about her? Yeah, I did talk about Tamika. Yeah, sure did. I'm running off in the wrong direction. But anyway, I had Tamika Newhouse on the show. And again, you know, young lady started her business at 21, and she had a fascinating story. And she said a lot of her books are pretty much based on what happened in her life, even though they're fictional characters. But she's doing really well with that company. She has a huge following in the South. A lot of her stories are based in the Washington, D.C. and the Baltimore area. A lot of her characters are females with very strong backgrounds, college educated, strong careers. And, of course, they chasing down or being chased and hot pursued by those fancy guys in those shiny suits out of the Washington area. And I guess some of those guys are high-profile businessmen or independent entrepreneurs. But anyway, check out these bad boys when you check out her book. She has, I think she released her 11th book under another publishing company, but majority of her books fall under Delphine Publications. Okay? And that's what's going on out there. So basically, we've been following a lot of independent authors, and we're just going to give you a little bit of lineup of what you'd like to see. And like I said, today we're supposed to be having Vincent Alexander on the show. I'm just going to give you a little background about Vincent. He was a little ill, I think, last week, and who knows? Because we haven't been seeing his tweets or anything come through this week, so who knows? Maybe he's out of the country vacationing, because we're just coming out of spring break. And Vincent Alexander is a nationally published author who resides in Houston, Texas, and was born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri. He is also an actor, a producer, a director, composer, lyricist, screenwriter, vocalist, and musician. He holds a bachelor's degree in psychology from Rockhurst College and a master's degree in literature from Baker University. He is the founder of the Brother to Brother Literary Symposium, which be held in Houston, Texas, which is basically being held, I guess. Well, I'm not sure if he's still doing it, because I think most information on this website is kind of dated, because this one's talking about 2008, and I think he actually relocated, according to what I think one of his tweet or Facebook pages stated. But also, he's committed to his community and giving back to readers in gratitude what they have done for them in their careers, and he does have a website for the supporters, so I'm not sure if it's still going on. Might click in and see if it goes anywhere. But we're going to talk a little bit about some of his 4 awards. He has completed 4 award-winning murder detective mystery novels and has signed national book contracts with BET, Harlequin. What's that? Harlequin Kamani Press. I guess that's how you pronounce that. For the titles of Black Rain, Black Heat, Black Vice, If Walls Could Talk, Postal Blues, and Ain't Nothing Like Loving an Ugly Woman, and Love Don't Come Easy, with his Parker Publishing, and his novels, If Walls Could Talk, and Black Rain, are in negotiation. Okay, so those are something that's being talked about become movie option, and that I think all this has been going on for a while. Now, let me see, when was this website updated? Okay, he don't have no copyright information, so I guess it must be up to date. But I think he does have another book that's out called Black Secret. So this website doesn't even mention that. All right, but he also has children book series entitled Marvelous Martin in the Case of Mr. Bean, and Marvelous Martin in the Case of Freddie Freeman and the Freckle-Faced Bully. And these books are under the Kensington. I think the imprint must be Marimba Books Publishing. And that happened around 2008. He also completed an award-winning poetry book called Poetry from the Bottom of His Heart. And he's working on the second volume of work, so he's constantly busy. He's also was part of an anthology by Donna Hill. Donna's pretty popular out there. Remember her? On the Line and Crimes of Passion by Literary Wonders and Yolanda Johnson. He also has awards for Volunteer of the Year with the Boys and Girls Club of Kansas City and the YMCA of Greater Houston Minority Achievers Award. So he does a whole lot of stuff. Now, on this site, he actually has MySpace listed, but, nobody using that anymore. So let's click on this one site and see what's going on this to see if it's still going on. Well, it looks like the Japanese took over that website. So that one's not working no more. All right. Now, he's also on Twitter. And basically he's, let's see what he's talking about. Okay, he's talking about, okay, he must be living in Toledo right now. Okay. So he's out of the Texas area. Okay. All right. Let's see. Looks like he hasn't been too active on the site, but I know he gets up to a certain membership, he moves on to another site. So who knows where Vincent is right now. All right, now I did just click on another site. It looks like it brought me back to the one where it's talking about Black Rain. And again, I think Black Rain has been is not his newest book. All right, let's see what else going on, Mr. Benson. Okay, he writes about passion, murder, and deceit, and all the day work. That's Black Rain. That's a very interesting title too. All right, now not sure what he's talking about Black Secret right here. So this one must be a little up to date. This Black Secret is Detective Joe Johnson heads home to Louisiana to look into the 40-year-old murder of his great-aunt's first husband. During his search for the truth, he uncovers secrets and more secrets as he tries to untangle a web of lies and deceit that has lasted for decades. All right. And then we talk about his child. He got a children's book that was released by Kensington. All right, then he got Black Rain. Okay, Black Rain. That looks like another interesting book about passion. Well, we already talked about that, passion, murder, deceit. All right, this was Black Rain. Black Rain, passion, murder, deceit, all in a day's work. Kansas City Detective Joe Johnson is a passionate family man and loving husband and father. But on the streets, he can go toe-to-toe with the toughest gangsters. Joe is also fiercely loyal to his fellow officers. So when FBI agent Cheryl Chase makes a distressed late-night call, he's ready to respond without hesitation. Cheryl is working undercover, trying to bring down a ring of dirty cops who found murder a great way to handle business. But Joe's partner and wife are strongly against him getting involved, especially with a woman who's nearly cost him his marriage before. Whoa. Now Joe's got to face his most dangerous case yet, and it will take every skill he has to infiltrate, outwit, and bring down a psychotic ringleader if he and Cheryl are to stay alive and make it back home. All right, and that's Black Rain. All right, so that's enough about Vincent. And we're going to go into, we're going to check out Miss Newhouse, Tamika Newhouse. Tamika Newhouse, she has a lot of books out. And I'm going to give you some of the titles. So we're pushing her books on our website. Tamika is a very powerful young lady. She does a lot of speaking engagements. You name it. She's a speaker and a coach to young girls. All right, let's read her bio real quick. And I think I went over it a little bit when we had her on the show last Thursday. All right, about Tamika. Let's get Tamika's site up. Here we go. Tamika Newhouse is a self-published best-selling author who founded Delphine Publications at the age of 21. Tamika appeared on various bestseller lists and won Self-Published Author of the Year at the 2009 African American Literary Awards, but only 9 months after her debut novel. Wow, that's incredible. That was in 2009. All right, let's talk about some of her other achievements when she's doing as president. Okay, along with Delphine Publications, Tamika is the founder and president of African Americans on the Move Book Club, and that's AAMBC acronym, an online book club and radio show catering to avid readers across the nation. She is also CEO of Obsessive Soul Media. With future projects in the works from short films, stage plays, and much more. Tamika is a young woman on a mission. She has been featured in Uptown Magazine, Essence, Hello Beautiful, Juicy Magazine, and in Vibe Vixen Magazine. Yeah, because in this picture, she got her 6-inch heels on, red shoes, black and white fitted dress. She got her hair flowing. Anyway, she's walking down her driveway in Atlanta, Georgia. Go, Tamika. Tamika presently tours the country speaking about overcoming her teen pregnancy to fulfill her dream, as well as teaching aspiring writers the publishing ropes. A former radio host, she hosted her own internet radio show, AAMBC, for over 3 years and continues to expand her brand. She is currently living in Atlanta with her son and daughter and is currently working on her next novel. And that is Tamika Newhouse. All right. Very strong young lady. And, you can contact her if you want her to come to your organization to speak to, young ladies who looking to establish dreams that they can come true. It's always good to expose young people, to what's going on out here right now. All right, so Tamika is going to be on tour. On May 17th, she's going to be in North Carolina at the Holy Holla Literary Festival in North Carolina. June 7th, Stiletto Women in Columbus, Ohio. June 12th, the Women's Empowerment Panel with Tamika in New Rochelle, New York. July 12th, meet and greet with the Majestic Bloom. She don't have anything, but that must be in New York also. And then there's August 16th, she's in a Nubian bookstore signing in Atlanta, 12, and August 29th, 31st, Decatur Book Festival. That's in Georgia. Okay. And Tamika, you got more dates to be announced. Look for Tamika in Chicago, New Orleans, New York, Cleveland, Miami, Orlando next year for events and signings. All right. And you can contact her press person, Kayla Mims, okay? And she has an email. I think it's a ravenlpr@gmail.com, okay? And that's Tamika. All right, let's talk about some guests that we have coming up on our show. And that'll be, let's see, let me get my site open here real quick. Oh, man, this internet is working so fast, man. This is unusual for us. All right, let's get to showtimes. All right. Again, we apologize for Vincent not being on. We I thought he was confirmed, but, obviously he wasn't. But we're going to have a great lineup for you guys this week. And let's see, do I got anybody coming behind him? Nope. Vincent was the only person. He was the last show today. Okay. Showtimes. All right. Now we got again. We was canceled on Monday for the sisters, which we didn't have no control of. But I guess we gotta take the hit for Vincent not being here. But who knows? Could be something went on. He on vacation, or we hope he's okay. All right, no big deal. We're still on the air. And okay, tomorrow for show 1, we're gonna have Raheem Brooks. I believe Raheem must be an author and a publisher. I have to do my research on Raheem. And then we have Sheila E. Limpsey. We met her out on Twitter. She's an author and a positive thinker. Yeah. And then on Thursday, we have Bernard Blue Rowell. We met him through a book club on the Eastern Shore. Their brother's going to be, actually it was a Facebook book group, but I think it was based in Eastern Shore. Well, he's up in Harlem right now. I think he's from Harlem, but he's living in Brooklyn, I believe he said. So we'll find out when we talk to him on Thursday. And also we have, we got to start putting the name of the books people writing. And also next Monday we're going to have Synovia Alexander. And, okay, I think this show was confirmed. No, not sure. I meant to check that out. And we have a couple of shows we're going to have. Well, let me look at my calendar. Okay, we got Vanessa. I forgot her last. I think her last name is German. She's from New York. She has a children's book out. And then the 29th, we got Curtis L. Alki. Boy, he's been writing for a long time. Also, that brother have a lot of books. And then on the 30th, we have Jakeem Aline, and also we have Dominique Watson on the 30th. And then on the 11th, in May, we're going to move into quite a few authors too. So we're going to update our site. So we're going to be running this show a couple more minutes, and we'll be done. Okay, and on Thursday, May 1st, we're going to have Anoit Ashore. I think I pronounced that correct, 9:30. And then we're going to have Joey Pickney, who's a book reviewer. So we're waiting to get him confirmed also. So that's going to be fantastic. All right. So we appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to us. And that was just a quick little update. What's going on at Power 21. And I hope everybody have a great evening and continue to support positivepower21.org. Again, we're being powered by Amazon, so check out the books that a lot of the authors that we're carrying on the site. Their shows, listen to their shows. If you're trying to learn something, it'd be great. Great experience for you to, listen, because we try to ask questions that we think you guys want to know. And soon we're going to be opening up some question and Q&A sessions with some of the authors. As we grow more, we'll start inviting some of the authors that have been on our show back, some of the really good ones. We get them to come back and have the audience follow them and get a chance to talk to them. All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody's tuning in. I'm Jerry Royce. When it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. And again, don't forget about some of our other shows. They're on YouTube and Spreaker.com. Don't forget to follow us. Thank you. And have a good night. Thank you for tuning in to the Positive Power 21 Network. Team 21 would like to thank you all for tuning in, and please spread the word and tell a friend. This is Jerry Royce at Positive Power 21, where we get our positive on.
Positive Power 21.org, Internet Radio.
That's a wrap.